Starting with a Shopify free trial can feel overwhelming if you don't have any real direction. I've been there. You open the dashboard and it's like, okay, cool, now what? And it's even more frustrating when you see other people building these amazing stores, making sales, quitting their jobs, and you're still stuck trying to figure out which theme to pick. That's why I put this together. Because by the end of this video, you're not just going to know what the Shopify free trial gives you in 2025, you'll know if it's actually worth your time. And trust me, you don't want to miss what I say toward the end, because there's one thing most people completely overlook when they start on Shopify, and it could make or break your success. Now let's talk about the offer itself. Shopify used to run 90-day and even 120-day trials in the past, and yeah, those were great while they lasted, but they're gone now. In 2025, the standard Shopify free trial gives you 3 days to explore the platform without spending anything. Then, after those 3 days, you get the next 3 months for just $1 a month. So in total, you're getting 4 full months, 3 of them at just $1 each, to build your store, test your products, and really learn the ropes. And that offer is only available through the link in the description below this video. Now, I'll be honest with you, 3 days might sound way too short, and at first, I didn't love that either. But once I actually tried it, I realized those first 3 days are just to get your feet wet. They're like a sandbox, a test drive. The real advantage is what comes after, those next 3 months at $1 a month. That's where you can actually take your time to build your store out properly without stressing about losing money every day you're not making sales. That's where the Shopify free trial really proves its value. And here's something I don't hear people say enough. Not every store is going to blow up overnight. But that's not a reason to quit. It's a reason to be smart with how you start. And starting with a Shopify free trial gives you room to breathe, room to experiment, and room to make mistakes without going broke. It's not about perfection from day one. It's about showing up every day with a little bit of momentum and letting that momentum build. There's something kind of exciting about that. Because when you think about it, how many platforms actually give you that kind of runway to test your dream? You're getting access to the same exact tools used by massive e-commerce brands. You're not locked into anything. There's no pressure, just potential. And if you keep at it, things do start to click. You figure out what works. You get that first sale. And suddenly, it all starts to feel real. And if you're sitting there wondering, is this really for me? Let me say this clearly. A lot of the people who are now making thousands every month on Shopify started with zero experience. What made the difference was that they gave it a real shot. They clicked that Shopify free trial and they used that time to get serious. You can do the same thing. You don't have to know everything right now. You just have to be willing to start. But here's the catch. This offer could change at any time. Shopify's tested different trials over the years, and if you wait too long, this $1 for 3 months deal might be gone. And honestly, even if you're not ready to launch right this second, just locking in your trial now gives you the space to learn, plan, and prep without wasting time or money. That's why this current Shopify free trial is one of the smartest ways to start. So don't wait for perfect timing, because perfect timing usually never shows up. The link is right below this video. Click it, activate your free trial, and start building something you can be proud of. Because one day you'll look back and say, I'm glad I started when I did. And today could be that day. Doing a Shopify free trial review wasn't something I planned on doing. Honestly, I'd seen the ads, watched the success stories, and figured, okay, it works for some people, but does it actually work for someone just starting out, with no products, no store, and no clue where to begin? So I tried it. And what surprised me most wasn't just the tools or the features. It was how easy it actually felt once I got started. The Shopify free trial gives you 3 full days to explore the platform, completely free. And when that ends, you don't jump straight into a full-priced plan. Instead, you pay just $1 per month for the next 3 months. That right there makes this trial way more beginner-friendly than most people think. But this Shopify free trial review wouldn't be real if I didn't talk about the part that made me hesitate. 3 days isn't much time. I almost didn't sign up because I thought I'd barely be able to get anything done in that window. But what I didn't realize is that those 3 days are more like a pressure-free test drive. You get full access to Shopify's backend, their themes, the drag and drop editor, product pages, app integrations, all of it. And once you move into that $1 a month phase, that's when you build. That's when you can customize everything, test products, connect your domain, start marketing. It's basically your full store without the price tag. It's no longer about just clicking around. It's about actually launching. And in this Shopify free trial review, that's what stood out to me. The trial isn't just a trial, it's a runway. Now, if you're wondering what the catch is, I'll be honest. There are a few things to know. First, that old 90-day and 120-day free trial. It's gone. Shopify used to offer those during special promos, but as of 2025, this is the new standard. 3 days free, then $1 per month for 3 months. Is it as good as the older trials? Maybe not in length, but honestly, with how fast you can get started these days, it doesn't need to be. The only other thing I'll say is this. Shopify's backend can feel like a lot at first. There's a learning curve if you've never built a store before. But the upside is, there are so many tutorials, templates, and built-in guides that it's hard to actually mess things up. You don't need to code, you don't need to hire a designer, you just need a few ideas and a little motivation. And for most people, that's more than enough to get going. But here's what no one really talks about in their Shopify free trial review. The mindset shift that happens when you see your store come to life. Even if you're not making sales yet, just seeing your logo at the top of a real website, clicking through your product pages, customizing your layout, it hits different. It goes from being a someday goal to something real, something you can touch, tweak, and grow. And that feeling is powerful. It's the kind of momentum that pushes you to keep going even when things get tough. So what's my honest take in this Shopify free trial review? If you're even thinking about starting an online store, this is the lowest risk, highest reward way to try. You get time, you get tools, and you get the freedom to fail, learn, fix, and grow, all without blowing through your savings. You're not just buying software, you're giving yourself permission to try. The link for the current trial is right below this video. And if you're on the fence, let me just say this. Waiting around doesn't make it easier. Starting does. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. You just have to start. Because for me, this Shopify free trial review didn't just prove the platform works. It reminded me that sometimes all it takes is one small step and a little belief that it might just work.